While you were talking as well, I literally just had the urge to look up some old Kairi Sane footage. Kairi Sane versus Io Shirai, the current Io Sky, formerly Io Shirai, in Japan with a belt on the line. Recommended to anybody who hasn't seen it. Kairi's putting in the fucking work on Io in that match. If Kairi can give Io a run for her money and beat the brakes off of her, putting her up against Stephanie made a lot of sense because that's who she's facing this weekend.
Good Lord, spare me.
I refuse.
One thing I am gonna agree. I actually agree with Asuka tonight because there was a point in the match where Kairi Sane and Stephanie Vaquer stopped in the middle of the match to shake hands, and Asuka yelled at Kairi and was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "For real? Like, fuck! Like, enough of this whole respect. Every baby face has respect for everyone." Like, I respect you, you respect me. Let's just all respect each other. And I'm like, no, I want to see, fuck, at this point, I just want to see Io Sky be a heel. Get with the program with Asuka and stop giving a fuck about all these people and just beat the fuck out of everyone, Io.
No, I think you're missing the point though, because one, we don't need to see Io go back to being a heel. She was a heel for like 3 years, but it's also the fact that you're missing the point of it's also not just about Io. It's about the manipulation and the control that Asuka keeps assuming over Kairi.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like,
Kairi's trying to be the good one caught in the middle.
I get that, but I'm just saying it's getting old with everyone always respecting each other all the time.
But it makes sense. But it does make sense for the story.
Anyway, speaking of throwing respect out the window, the main event, because this whole episode of Monday Night Raw was built around the stuff that happened with LA Knight and Jey Uso. And Jey Uso speared the shit out of LA Knight last week before the Raw went off air. And LA Knight was pissed off, and Jey was like, "Hey man, that was just a receipt. We're good now. We're even." All right, fine. LA Knight had a tag team match versus the Brusos, and he needed a tag team partner, and it turned out to be Jimmy Uso. After Jey Uso demanded that Jimmy declines LA Knight's offer to be his partner in the main event, Jimmy Uso said, "You know what? I don't take orders from nobody. I'm going to do it." Well, that backfired on poor old Jimmy Uso because the Brusos beat the living piss out of him and LA Knight in the main event and won the tag team match. But after the match,